Hey guys, how are you? Today I bring you 10 new virtual reality games that are practically Hollywood movies, starting with Gunman Contracts Standalone, a first-person shooter inspired by action movies, developed by A&B Seth, and published by 2080 Games. Available for PC and scheduled for release in 2025, the game puts the player in the shoes of a professional assassin who carries out dangerous contracts in the criminal underworld. It started as a mod for Half-Life Alyx, and has now become a standalone game. The game offers a tense and visceral shooting experience with a variety of weapons, including pistols, rifles, shotguns, knives, and even bows and arrows. Players can customize their weapons and face ruthless criminals, rescue hostages, and thwart sinister plans in various selectable and configurable contracts, missions, from the assassin's base of operations. The game has a low violence mode that disables bloody effects but keeps the action intact. The gaming experience is enhanced by support for tracking controllers and VR compatibility. Into the Darkness VR is a first-person virtual reality adventure and action game, developed in collaboration by Cosmos Games and 9 Lives. The game promises an immersive experience, exploring the effects of technological advancement and artificial intelligence. Players take on the role of Agent Frank, a special agent on a delicate mission inside a seemingly abandoned base. The base hides sinister secrets related to AI experiments. Gameplay involves exploring a dark and futuristic environment, solving puzzles, fighting against androids, and using the game's realistic physics to your advantage. Players can use a variety of weapons, tools, or even their hands to fight enemies. The game will feature a story mode and an arcade mode, offering options for players who prefer a linear narrative or a freer playstyle. The game will be released in early access, allowing developers to incorporate player feedback. It will also have support for tracked control, and is exclusive to VR. Zombie Army VR is a virtual reality shooter developed by Rebellion, which brings the acclaimed Zombie Army franchise to the VR universe. The game promises an immersive and tactical experience, where players will face hordes of zombies in a post-apocalyptic World War II Europe. Zombie Army VR is a first-person shooter designed to take full advantage of the immersion of virtual reality. Gameplay combines frenetic action, brutal melee combat, and precise shooting mechanics with a focus on a tactical and visceral experience. The game uses VR technology to offer a new layer of immersion. Players use both hands to aim precisely through rifle sights or to wield weapons independently, dual wielding, in close-range combat. Manual reloading of weapons is a central element, requiring players to master movements under pressure while facing hordes of zombies.
This is Hermann. Wherever you are, you must find out what the dead are up to. Keep your wits about you, Dead Hunter. I wish you luck, mein Freund.
consider that bone picked. Splendid. Got it.
Courage, Dead Hunter. We need to see what lies inside, no matter what horror lurks beyond those doors.
The Mighty Eighth VR is a virtual reality game that puts players in the cockpit of a B-17 Flying Fortress, the iconic American bomber of World War II. Developed by Microprose, the same company behind the classic B-17 Flying Fortress, the Mighty Eighth from 2001, this new title promises an immersive and collaborative experience. The game allows up to 10 players to cooperate online or play with AI crews to complete bombing missions over occupied Europe. Players take on the roles of crew members, each with their specific responsibilities, from the pilot and navigator to the gunner and engineer. The experience focuses on teamwork and realistic simulation of flight and operations of a B-17, including in-flight repairs and damage management. The Mighty Eighth VR promises to be a unique experience for enthusiasts of simulation games and military history. The combination of cooperative gameplay in VR, with the immersion provided by the technology and the focus on historical details, suggests a rich and engaging experience. Forefront is an ambitious virtual reality shooter developed by Triangle Factory, the same creators of Hyperdash and Breachers. The game promises to bring the large-scale combat experience to VR, with inspiration from titles like Battlefield. Forefront is a multiplayer VR shooter that seeks to offer a large-scale war experience, with a focus on tactical combat, teamwork, and immersion. Developed based on Triangle Factory's experience in VR shooters, Forefront combines the fast action of Hyperdash with the tactical depth of Breachers, but on a larger scale with expansive maps and vehicles. The game supports 16 versus 16 matches, 32 players in total, divided into squads of 4 players. This promotes a focus on teamwork and tactical coordination, with large maps that support ground, sea, and air combat. The maps allow partial destruction, such as breaking structures or explosions that alter the scenery, increasing immersion and strategy. Remnant Protocol is a promising virtual reality game that combines elements of spaceflight simulation with base management strategy, developed by Progenitor Game Studios. It has received support from Meta as a publishing partner for the VR version, which indicates a significant investment in its potential. The story unfolds after the assassination of the Blessed Mother, plunging the galaxy into darkness under the rule of usurpers. You take command of a galactic rebellion, being part of a sleeper cell activated in response to her death. Your mission is to restore the light of the Blessed Mother and overthrow the totalitarian regime. The game is described as a unique combination of intense space combat, inspired by classics such as LucasArts' dogfighting games, with strategic elements reminiscent of management games like XCOM. The narrative and gameplay are designed to offer unique experiences through procedurally generated missions and impactful strategic choices. Aces of Thunder is a virtual reality flight simulator focused on aerial combat, mainly from World War II, developed by Gaijin Entertainment. The game promises an immersive and realistic experience, taking advantage of the capabilities of the latest generation VR headsets. The release date is scheduled for 2025. The game uses physically accurate flight and damage models derived from the popular War Thunder, ensuring realistic and immersive battles. The perspective is exclusively from the cockpit, maximizing immersion. Aces of Thunder will feature more than 20 iconic aircraft from World War II, including the P-51 Mustang, Bf-109, and the Spitfire, as well as World War I aircraft such as the Fokker and Spad-S. More aircraft may be added in future updates. The game will feature 15 maps representing the main theaters of war of World War II, Western, Eastern, and Pacific fronts, as well as World War I fronts. Ghost Town is a virtual reality adventure and puzzle game developed by the renowned Fireproof Games, known for the acclaimed The Room series. The game immerses players in a supernatural mystery set in 1980s London, combining a rich narrative with tactile puzzles and an immersive atmosphere. A Ghost Town is set in 1983 and puts you in the role of Edith Penrose, an Irish ghost hunter who manages a paranormal detective agency in London. Her professional life is going well, she is up to date with the rent, and the ghosts in her bathroom mirror are less demanding. However, her life turns upside down when her brother Adam mysteriously disappears after an investigation in an old theater. The game offers a variety of authentic and atmospheric locations to explore, such as a fog-shrouded lighthouse, a cabinet of supernatural curiosities, and an abandoned Victorian subway. You will encounter a diverse range of characters, both living and dead, to unravel the secrets behind the hauntings. Many of the spirits you encounter are not evil, but rather trapped souls that you must help free.
This is getting weird. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
I'll get you out of this. Somehow.
BlackGate is an upcoming virtual reality horror and survival game with a focus on asymmetric multiplayer, developed by the partnership VR Monkey and Megaverse LLC, and published by Fun Train. The game is inspired by popular titles such as Dead by Daylight, Echo Arena, and Among Us, offering an experience where cooperation or hunting are crucial. BlackGate is set on the BlackGate space station. The central premise is a game of hide-and-seek and survival in zero gravity. Up to 4 players cooperate to repair the BlackGate station, navigating a zero-gravity environment using thrusters. They need to restore power, unlock systems, and avoid the alien. One player controls a creature that evolves throughout the match, becoming more powerful and lethal, with the aim of eliminating the engineers. The gameplay emphasizes cooperation between the engineers and constant tension, as the alien can attack at any moment.
I'll send you some time to get you going again, then I'll say no soul out. It's up to yourself where you
Dungeons of Eternity is a virtual reality action and adventure RPG developed and published by BlackGate, scheduled for release in the second quarter of 2025 for PC VR. The game promises an immersive hack-and-slash experience, where players can explore procedurally generated dungeons, fight hordes of monsters, and collect an infinite arsenal of weapons. It offers solo and online cooperative game modes for up to 4 players. The gameplay focuses on a physics-based combat system, allowing players to feel the weight of weapons and the force of blows. Players can choose from a variety of weapons, including swords, axes, bows, and spells, and customize their characters with different equipment and skills. The dungeons are randomly generated, ensuring a unique experience with each playthrough. There are different types of missions, including the search for crystals and a horde mode. Dungeons of Eternity is highly recommended for those looking for a cooperative and immersive action RPG experience in virtual reality, with a focus on physical combat and dungeon exploration. Well, that was the video. Stay with God, and until the next video.